So we're here at Devil Developments. We've just done a video bringing down our Corolla and getting a Cyvex ECU on there and mapping it. Now we've got a little bit more dyno time, so we've brought some products down and we're going to do some testing of 3 intercoolers. First of all, we've got the Stage 3 intercooler on here now. So we're going to take the bumper off for ease of use of swapping the intercoolers. So first of all, we're going to do a run with our Stage 3 intercooler, then we're going to do a run with our Stage 1 intercooler, and then we're going to do a run with the stock intercooler on the Corolla GR, and we're going to show you the findings at the end. So let's go ahead and do run number 1 on the Stage 3 intercooler. And that run came in at 406.5 horsepower, which means we now have our baseline for our Stage 3 intercooler, and we're going to compare our Stage 1 and our stock one against that. So let's swap over to the Stage 1 intercooler. Now for each intercooler we are taking inlet temps and outlet temps, and we're going to compare these graphs at the end of the video. But for now, let's do the power runs on the Stage 1 intercooler. And we produced a run with 392 horsepower, which is actually quite a significant difference. And the final thing we have to do before comparing the graphs is we're going to have to install the stock intercooler so we can do our final runs on it. And with the stock intercooler, we did a run of 373 horsepower, which is a 20 horsepower drop. Now we're not just going to trust the brake horsepower differences, let's jump into the graphs and see what this means on a temperature basis. So here we're going to compare one run of each intercooler. As you can see, these lines here, they are the intake temperatures for each one of the coolers. And these lines are the outlet temperatures. Now, as you can see, pretty similar across the whole graph for the intake temperatures, but when we compare the outlet temperatures, you can massively see the standard intercooler midway through the rev range is jumping up, and the outlet temperatures are skyrocketing, which means that it is not doing a good job at containing the temperatures. So let's jump into the temperatures a little bit further. Now, this graph is going to compare the Stage 1 AIRTEC intercooler and the Stage 3 AIRTEC intercooler. The Stage 3 is represented by the blue lines and the Stage 1 is represented by the brown lines. Now this is just comparing the outlet temperatures, and we're going to do 3 separate runs. So as you can see, the Stage 1, run 1, is we start down here and we come out and there is a bit of an increase. There's around a few degrees increase on across the whole run. Run 2 is again another few degrees increase from the start of the run to the end of the run. And after run 3, temperatures are still within a couple degrees from the start of the run, but again it's consistent. There's around a 3-degree increase from the start of the run to the end of the run. Now if we're going to compare Stage 3 intercoolers, which are the blue lines, each run has the same temperature at the start of the run and the end of the run. So we're coming in at 14.5 degrees and we're leaving at 14.5 degrees. Things are getting hotter in the engine bay. So run 2, we're starting at just over 16 and we're coming out at actually under 16. We've lost temperature. And run 3, we're coming out just under 17 degrees. And at the end of the run, exactly the same. So the Stage 3 intercooler is massively controlling that heat, and in some cases it's actually lowering the temperatures across the dyno run. Now if we compare that to the statistics on the stock intercooler, it's actually quite shocking. So whereas the Stage 3 intercooler was having a 0 temperature increase across the whole dyno run, these are the 3 runs on the standard intercooler. So on the first run, we're coming out around 16 degrees at the start of the run, and at the end of the run, we're over 40 degrees. And on run 2, temperature increases drastically again, and we're coming in now, leaving the start of the run around 36 degrees, and at the end of the run we're up in the 50s, 55 degrees. And on run 3, all that heat soak is really kicking in now. The start of the run we're coming out at 45 degrees, and now we're getting up to the 60 degrees. So after 3 runs on the stock intercooler, we're hitting around 60 degrees. So when you compare on the run 3 on the stage 3 intercooler, we're at 17 degrees, and on the third run on the stock intercooler, we're near 60 degrees. That is an absolute massive difference in heat soak. Now our car is mapped and it's pushing over 400 horsepower, so you will see different results depending on the power and the modifications on your car. But this test highlights the importance of having an intercooler on one of these engines if you are pushing more power than standard. And these figures are just based on 3 dyno runs. If you are tracking a vehicle like this, these differences are going to be exaggerated quite notably.